Hello everyone, this is Celine from It's Simple Artisan Soaps. Today I'm going to be showing you uh, one of my body butters that I make. I add white turmeric to this. So white turmeric basically doesn't stain your skin. So when you would apply that on your face, it wouldn't leave a yellow stain or it wouldn't stain your clothes. So since it is white in color, I have the benefits over here of white turmeric. I got this from Google. You all can do the research yourself, but from my research, what I found out about white turmeric, besides the health benefits of white turmeric for digestion and things like that, it is also very beneficial for your skin. Now, in India, I am from India, so we use a lot of turmeric not only in our food but also for treatment for our skin. Besides using the normal turmeric and something called wild turmeric, we also use a lot of white turmeric. So white turmeric is something that has a fragrance of its own, and the benefits are not really very different from the normal turmeric. It's just that it is white, so it doesn't stain, it doesn't leave any stains on your clothes and your skin as the normal turmeric would. So basically, as you know, turmeric is antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. So same goes for white turmeric. So white turmeric can actually help with giving a glow and a luster to your skin. It may actually revive your skin and get the glow out. And the regular use of this turmeric can help with problems like acne, dark spots, and it may help in delaying the signs of aging. Aging, as we know, can never be stopped. That's a natural process, but you can always delay it. So white turmeric can help with that. And besides that, since turmeric is an antiseptic, it helps with minor cuts and wounds if you have any. So any scratch, any minor wounds that you have, white turmeric helps with the antibacterial property, and the antiseptic property helps with healing up of those wounds. So I normally in my daily routine, not that I do too much of a skin routine, but whatever I do, as in the little bit of scrub and the moisturizer that I use my body butter with white turmeric. So you can try making this at home. As I always say, the recipes need not be exactly what I show. You all can do necessary changes as per your skin type. I normally show something that suits people with oily skin, because I have oily skin and I use all the products that I make. So I try to avoid things like coconut oil in my body butters or even in my scrubs. I use coconut oil in my soaps, but not in my body butters or in my scrubs or in my lip balms. I use any oils that can clog the pores. I don't have dry skin. I have I don't know how to I have a combination skin, as you can say. It's oily, but at the same time it also leaves patches of dry. So mostly this part of mine is very dry. So I have a combination skin. So I use butters and oils that help with not only moisturizing, but that doesn't block my pores. So I don't use too much of cocoa butter in any of my products, because that clogs the pores. So anyone who has absolutely dry skin can use something like a cocoa butter or a coconut oil. I don't, because my skin breaks out with those. So let me show you all how I make this one. So this body butter is going to be with actually the normal things, as shea butter, kokum butter, my light oils, and there would be white turmeric added to it. So I'll show you the making, and I'll show you the ingredients and the amounts of the ingredients that I use in this. So let's go to the making. Okay, so we are going to be measuring out all our butters. Then I will put that in the microwave, and I will heat it up, melt them down, and then I'll add my other oils and put it into my refrigerator to cool down. So I have sanitized everything, since I wouldn't be adding any kind of preservative. I sanitize everything very well. So as of now, this is all sanitized, and I also tell my customers that since there is no preservative added to this, to try to keep it away from moisture. Since I'm not adding any water to the product, I am only using oils and butter. We do not need a preservative. But in case you feel that this is going to get in touch with some water or something like that, you can add a preservative to it. But I don't, because some of my customers, they prefer to have their body butters without any preservatives. So I don't add any preservatives, and I put a warning on my jar saying that there are no preservatives, so keep away from moisture. So let's measure out the ingredients. I always like to measure out my ingredients in grams. I'm used to grams, so maybe that's why. Okay, so here I have my shea butter, which is the ultra refined. I'm using the ultra refined shea butter for the first time. I normally use unrefined shea butter, but this time I want to try out with the ultra refined. I want to see if I'll get nice white butter. So I'm using the ultra refined shea butter from Crafter's Choice, and I'll be using around 150 grams of this. That is 150 grams of shea butter. I have my kokum butter. Kokum butter also I'll be using 150 grams. So it's 150 grams of shea butter and 100 grams of coconut butter. So this is all I'm using for my butters. I'll put this in the microwave. I'll melt this down. Once I'm melted, not me, of course. Once the butters are melted, I will transfer it into this bowl. I'll mix my light oils and I'll put it in the refrigerator so it can harden up. So I'll get you back when this is melted down. So as you can see, this is all almost melted. There are just a few little grains that are left, which will melt in this heat itself. So what I did was I put it in 30 increment bursts in the microwave, and I put it 3 times, and I've got this all melted down. So now to this bowl, I will add my oils, my lightweight oils. So in my lightweight oils, what I'm going to add is my favorite grapeseed oil. So I'll be adding around 25 grams of this. Hemp seed. I'll add around 15 grams of hemp seed. I have jojoba, (25 grams of jojoba). Vitamin E oil, and add around 2 grams of vitamin E. forgot to get my sweet almond oil. Let me just grab that and get back. So I have my sweet almond oil. I'll add around 25 grams of this also. And some glycerine. So I have vegetable glycerine. I'll be adding around 2 grams of vegetable glycerine. Now to this mixture, to this I'll add my melted butters. I'll mix all of this together. As well as I can. And I will put this in my refrigerator to cool down and solidify a little bit, so that I can whip it up nicely to get a nice whipped consistency of the body butter. So I'll get you all back once this is cooled down. I'll show you all what is the consistency that I whip it in. So, and once I start whipping it is when I will be putting in my fragrance oil, my white turmeric powder and my arrowroot powder. So I'll get you all back once this is cooled down. Okay, so now we are back after our body butter has cooled. So it's kind of like this. Something, you know, it's which I can scoop with my spatula. So now to this, what I'm going to do is I'll add my fragrance oil and I'll whisk it, and after I whisk it a little bit, I'll add the white turmeric and my arrowroot powder. Arrowroot powder is basically added so that it reduces the greasiness of the body butter, so the body butter doesn't feel as greasy. Now fragrance oil, what I'm using today is elderflower and apple blossoms from Nature's Garden. The amount you need to use is just as per the recommendation that is there on their website. So basically on the website, on the recommendation that they give is normally the maximum usage rate for a certain product. You do not have to use the maximum usage rate. You can see how much you need. So this bottle of fragrance oil is over. Let me just get the new one. So I'll get you back when I get that. Got my new bottle. So let's continue. So now I've put in my fragrance oil. Now I'll give this a whisk. I'll start with a low setting and then I'll go high. I like to switch it off once in a while and then scrape the sides, because since the bowl itself is cooled down, the body butter tends to stick to the sides and harden on the sides. So and just give it a scrape from the bottom. See, it's so nice and fluffy already. So now to this I will add my arrowroot powder and my white turmeric. So I'll put around 3 grams of arrowroot powder. I mean, arrowroot powder, if you don't want, it can be easily avoided. You don't have to, but this is just so that you don't feel your skin too greasy. Arrowroot powder helps the oils to get absorbed into your skin very easily. This is the white turmeric. I got this from Amazon. This has a fragrance of its own. You might like it, you might not like it. I like it, but the thing is that the fragrance is not really, you can't really smell that in the product itself, because you're not putting so much that it is overwhelming. So you just add a little bit. So in this whole amount, I will be adding around 4 grams of the white turmeric. Just give it a little mix so that it doesn't just, when I start the hand whisk, it doesn't just fly off. So just give it a little mix first with your spatula. Get all the dry ingredients mixed up so that they don't get airborne. I don't make big batches of body butter because when the weather gets hot, this will melt, and I don't want to make a lot and keep it and then it melts. So let me just get my bottles, my jars. So I have these 4-ounce jars with these lids that I got from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I have sanitized this whole thing. I mean, you can use a piping bag to pipe this, but I am not used to a piping bag, so I just, fill them with my spatula. Anyone who's used to a piping bag can use that. I just keep tapping it down so that I can get the maximum amount into my jars. That's one jar. So let me just fill all of this, and I'll get you back when I'm done filling all my jars, and I'll let you know how many I could make. Okay, so what I have filled now is I have 5 jars all filled, and I have, this is my jar, there was some remaining in it, and I put a little more in this, and there's one more jar, which is my sample which I take to the market. So I filled that. It was 1/4 full, so I mean it was 3/4 full. I filled 1/4 more, so that's all filled. I can show you what it feels like on my skin. I have this. So I have this. See how easily it melts, and so it feels so nice. This will get absorbed in the next couple of minutes. It will not be oily at all. See that? It looks so moisturized. So yes, that's it about how I make my body butter with white turmeric. If you like to see these videos, please do subscribe to my channel. If there's anything specific you like to see, please let me know in the comment section below. I will surely try to make those videos. So please hit the like button, subscribe, share, all the good things that can be done. And that's it for the video today. See you in the next one. Bye bye.